All right, so you guys know the drill by now. You guys know that I'm not a big fan of rumors, since a lot of it that are floating around on the internet is just complete and utter nonsense. But that actually brings us to today's topic, which is a lot of people are saying that Dino Crisis is probably getting a remake. Now, it is worth noting that all of this is pure speculation, and Capcom hasn't come out and said anything that has to do with Dino Crisis. Now, the reason why people are assuming that Dino Crisis might be getting a remake is due to the fact that Shinji Mikami, who, if you don't know, is actually the creator of Resident Evil and as well as Dino Crisis, has announced on Facebook that he's actually going to be working with Platinum Games on a remake. And that's all of the information that he basically stated. Nothing else has been stated at this moment. And so that's why a lot of people have been suggesting, oh, well, it could be a handful of games, but a lot of people, or there's been a lot of articles online suggesting that this could be Dino Crisis. Now, of course, this isn't surprising since a lot of game companies right now are in that groove of let's remake our old games. So, it kind of makes sense why they would remake a lot of these games. Now, the problem with this rumor that Shinji Mikami is actually working with Platinum Games on a Dino Crisis remake is that Platinum Games isn't known for making Resident Evil types of games. Now, as we've just stated, Shinji Mikami is both the creator of Resident Evil and as well as Dino Crisis. And those games are very similar. And if you haven't played the Dino Crisis games, but you have played the Resident Evil games, they're pretty much the same thing, except one of them has dinosaurs and the others, of course, has BOWs, zombies, the whole Resident Evil thing. So I basically find it really unrealistic to believe that Shinji Mikami is working on a Dino Crisis remake with Platinum Games. Now, if you guys didn't know, Platinum Games is basically known for action, arcadey, kind of beat 'em up style of games. A lot of the titles that they're basically known for is the Bayonetta series, Nier Automata, as well as that spin-off game that I actually really liked, which was the Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Those are the types of games that they're known for, since they do that genre of game really well. Platinum Games is really well known for their combat system. So again, it's very unrealistic for me to believe that Platinum Games and Shinji Mikami are teaming up to work on a secret Dino Crisis remake. That to me doesn't make any sense. Now, it is worth mentioning that one article actually came out with a different theory and suggested that the new so-called unnamed remake that Shinji Mikami and Platinum Games are working on at the moment is potentially, again, this is just all speculation and an educated guess on the information that we've been provided with, is that the guy suggested that it could be that they're working on the game God Hand. And you know what? I have to agree with them, because you know what? That makes a lot more sense than a Dino Crisis remake. Now, if you haven't played God Hand, it actually is kind of like an action fighting type of game, kind of similar to, like, I guess maybe like the Yakuza or Shenmue kind of games, but a little more arcadey. So I think it would actually make a lot more sense if Platinum Games were to do a remake of God Hand. And so, yeah, that to me seems a lot more probable than a Dino Crisis remake. Don't get me wrong, I would actually really love it if Capcom did go back and remake both Dino Crisis 1 and 2, since those games were basically my introduction to the Resident Evil universe. Since, as mentioned, they're both made by the same creator, they're very similar in games, just different enemy types. So sadly, I don't think this is happening now, but let me know your thoughts down below. Well, if you guys enjoyed the video, then click this video if you guys want to hear the recent bad news regarding the Resident Evil movies. Well, anyways, thanks for watching.